beautiful day, a little bit windy, but it is a kickoff to Duke's OceanFest Legends Surf Invitational. And joining me now, of course, we have the one and only Auntie Luana of Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Happy to be standing here with you in front of the Duke statue today.
Aloha, Rachel. It's so good to be here on Waikiki Beach. I'm loving it.
Loving it. I mean, there's been some action going down here in Waikiki.
Yes.
You gotta tell me how it was all kicked off on Friday.
So we started with the lei draping of the statue. As you can see, we still have remnants of it. No matter how windy it was, it still looks beautiful. We had over 1,000 people here just to kick it off with us. And then over the weekend, Outrigger had the sand volleyball here. And then we had surf competition. So there was a longboard competition Monday, Tuesday. Today we have the Invitational, Legends Invitational. Just celebrating, remembering those legends who are here and those who have passed. We talk about it all day long because they all are connected to each surf team that is here to participate.
Yes,
and Outrigger has 2 teams.
We gotta take a moment just to take a look at the statue right now, because honestly, this is the first time I'm not seeing anybody in front of it taking a picture. You mentioned Friday, everybody was draping the lei, but it really is to honor this man right here, who is the legend down here in Waikiki and across the world for being that surfing legend and ambassador here in Hawaii, right?
Exactly.
Now, talking about legends, you guys are gonna be doing some stuff over at Outrigger Reef tonight, and that's really to honor those legends that are out there surfing these next 2 days. It is the kickoff today, but they're gonna be back again tomorrow. But let's just talk about your guys' team and then your involvement with Duke's OceanFest and the foundation every single year.
So, you know, the highlight for my team is that they are employees of Outrigger, but they get to surf and to honor Duke and to be in the water. And one of them has been with Outrigger for 45 years. That's Skip Boyce. He's been surfing since this started in 20 years ago, and he's surfing still today. And that's the joy of it, is seeing our employees, our hosts, we call them, enjoying this event as well. Why is Outrigger doing this? It's because it's our kuleana to continue to tell the story of Duke and to be able to give back to the community with the Outrigger Duke Kahanamoku Foundation. You know, they raise money through this for scholarships for our keikis and to do other community outreach work. So, you know, it's what they do. We want to do it with them. And Outrigger wants to do it with them. And I'm so honored to be able to do this for them, to organize a team, to be representing, and I've been with Outrigger long enough to know, and I've been a participant in this event for many years as well. And it's a kako thing. It's something I gotta do for myself mostly, you know, but it's for the community as well. And our visitors, we get to share the story of Duke with them all the time. We have a surf exhibit at the Outrigger Waikiki, and it's stories about Duke, where he started, where he left us, and what he left us. And that it's our kuleana to continue talking about him and honoring him and loving him.
That's right. Mahalo for carrying on his legacy and also teaching everybody who comes into the Duke's OceanFest really about the man, the myth, the legend behind us. I mean, there's going to be some activities hanging out throughout Waikiki Beach. There's going to be all kinds of things, including the Tandem competition that happened yesterday, but they're also going to be doing some things out on the ocean today. Just kind of some stylistic things going on. So we're going to be paying attention to all of it. And mahalo for the partnership that and the sponsorship with Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. You guys have been phenomenal at backing up this entire foundation. So stay with us because we're going to continue.
Come to Waikiki. Come enjoy this for the remainder of the week. You know, you're going to miss out if you don't.
You heard it. Auntie Luana, she knows best. So come on down to Waikiki Beach where all the action is for the next couple of days. Right now, we're going to send things back into studio. Kainoa, what's happening?
Aloha, Kainoa.
Aloha, mahalo nui, you guys. Thank you so much. A lot happening over there in Waikiki. Back over here in the studio, though, we're very excited to introduce our viewers to a brand new series we're calling Champions of Change. All right, very excited today to be sitting down and talking about recruitment opportunities for wonderful jobs right here at home. This is Rob Ciavitti Jr., who's about to celebrate his 3rd anniversary being a part of the Department of Adult Corrections and Rehabilitation. Welcome in, bro.
Pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Mahalo nui for being here, bro. And we're going to get into your career in just a little bit. But tell us your story, bro. Local boy, football, representing Lelehua High School.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It was a great experience. Born and raised here in Hawaii. Went to Lelehua High School. Had a great couple of years over there playing football. Got to win a championship with that team. 07 champs.
There you go.
It was great. I got the opportunity, was given a full ride scholarship to play for the University of Idaho. Had a great time up there, about 4 to 5 years. And just the experience of the mainland, definitely game changing. I thought it was cold in Wahiawa, but man, it's cold up there in Idaho.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, definitely great experience. Great opportunity to play at the next level. And just happy to be a corrections officer now.
And that's why I love having conversations like this, where we get to sit down with local people working back here at home after those experiences. What drew you into a career in corrections and rehabilitation?
Honestly, I just wanted to make an impact in our community, and just be a source of light for guys that that are trying to make it out back out onto the road, and trying to make it back out in life. And it's just great to give back to the community and conversate with these guys, get to know them. And this career has definitely gave me that opportunity to meet new people, meet new personalities, different personalities. And yeah, definitely blessed to be given this opportunity to be a corrections officer.
Absolutely. Now, in this career, you must see a lot of people, see a lot of different things. But one of the things I found fascinating as well is that you're always addressing the people there as human beings. Why is that so important?
Well, a lot of people see inmates as just inmates, bad people. But I like to look at each and every single one of them as just a human being. One thing that we like to do at our facility, instead of saying, hey, we got inmates coming, we'll just say, hey, send your people up. We got people coming. That way it doesn't make them feel less humane, you know what I mean? So that definitely helps a lot, because they also tell me, I appreciate that, I respect you for, you make us feel like humans. So that's definitely a big plus. Being a corrections officer, you gotta be able to make them feel like they're people.
Definitely, and communicate. How has this enhanced your ability to communicate and your own personal communication skills?
Oh man, it's helped a lot. And you know what? A lot of my buddies there at the facility, they've helped me throughout my journey here as a corrections officer. Definitely wouldn't be here without a lot of them there back at the facility. They taught me how to, communicate with them, how to handle certain situations, certain type of times, but definitely it's a big eye opener when you get there on the you touch boots on the floor, and it's time, you graduate academy, and then this is your moment. And everything we learned in the academy, we bring it forth at our facility, and just glad we're able to address those things and make it happen.
Definitely. And Rob, you're not the only member of the Ohana involved in corrections, correct?
Yes. Yeah, my younger brother, Russell, shout out to Russell. He's working at OCCC. He's definitely a big inspiration and a big reason why I became a corrections officer. One day I'll be able to carry myself like him. And what's up, Russ?
Oh, that's awesome, Rob. Thank you so much for the time. And I know you were saying you don't play football anymore, but trust me when I say sitting next to this brother, brother can still play, okay? Again, if you're looking for more information as well, again, this is all about recruitment opportunities. You can also head to the website dcr.hawaii.gov. Go ahead and scan that QR code. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
Hi now, Daily. I mentioned we're here at Waikiki Beach. It's the Dukes OceanFest. It's been going down here since Friday. And right now I'm here with Blanche Yoshida. And she's also got her partner, Kalani Vieira. They are part of the Tandem team that's happening out here. I know you guys had a competition yesterday. How'd you guys do, Kalani?
Yeah, we got 5th overall. The conditions was very challenging. The waves was very slow, so we was really patient and tried to wait for our second wave, but the wave didn't come, so we just had one wave that we caught in the finals.
Yeah, okay, so you guys have been tandem partners for a long time. I mean, back in what, 2007? You saw it on her shirt here. It's Tandem Surfing World Champions 2007. Let's show everybody one more time. Can you turn around? All right, okay, now I gotta ask you, Blanche, how was it for you being back after taking a little bit of a hiatus and being back with your partner over here?
Yeah, like almost a 20-year hiatus at 18 years. It's great, you know. I got the call from Kalani only, you know, a couple months ago, and so the pressure was on to get in shape, lose some weight, and get fit to do this with him. So I figured if I'm going to say yes, I'm going to do it and try to do it right. So
Yeah, you went all out, huh?
well, I did, and we practiced, we trained hard, we worked hard at it. He's such a good inspiration and motivated to do the, yeah, we could have done better had we had waves.
Hey, but you know what? You guys got out here, and
Yeah.
it's so fun being here at the Dukes OceanFest. I participated in the Legends contest 2 years ago. The waves were much bigger than this. So yeah, you mentioned it's a little challenging for yesterday's competition, but today is all about something else. It's all, tell them, expression session.
Yeah,
Is that
so
what's going
today
on?
is it's all about expression session. You know, teams practice some lifts on the beach, and they just go out and have fun. No pressure, laughing, sharing waves, you know, and trying to, you know, execute some lifts and, you know, just cheering each other on.
Oh man, that water feels so good. If I had my bikini, we'd be doing this interview in the water. And then now let's talk about some of the moves. How do you prepare for something like this?
Yeah, so, you know, back when we started in 2007, we had this video that we watched that Barry and what's the husband's name? Steve and Barry Bainey. They're professional tandem surfers that did it in the 70s and early 80s. And they had like a training video. So we watched it and tried some of our moves. And we just started executing the best we can on land, in the water, in the pool, wherever we could. And, you know, so we have a routine that we try to accomplish depending on the wave. So practice is key.
Okay, speaking of practice and it being key, can you show us some moves? I know we're not on the water. We don't have the board over here.
Sure.
So is it okay if you guys show us some moves
Sure,
today?
sure.
All right, let's see this. Okay, I'm gonna kind of, well actually you talk your way through this. What kind of moves are these you're doing?
Yeah, so we try to put a 3 lift sequence together if we could, and each lift has to be held a minimum of 3 seconds to be counted.
Okay.
And the transition, we try to minimize the time from transition so we can get better lift time on the wave, because sometimes the wave is not as long, so we got to try to execute the lifts as fast as we can.
Sounds good. Kalani, before you put her up, can you just show us her muscles? Hey, all right, okay.
Yeah.
There we go, now we ready.
And having guns makes a big difference too.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so we're gonna try to go to our 3 lift. It's an attitude to a grass shack to a high stag.
All right, let's go. Let's see. I'm excited. I'll be the spotter, even though you probably don't need it.
Get ready. Up.
In the green.
Oh my, there it is. 1, 2, 3. And we're on to the next move. Here we go. Now we're going at the back. All right, what is this move called, Kalani?
Grass shack.
The grass shack. The little grass shack. All right. And then the last move.
7 days celebrating
Woo, sister. All right, from 2007 and now we're in 2005. They are still doing their epic moves and looking so good out there. Hey, those 3 weeks of you guys working out, getting out onto the water and getting together, it really paid off, you guys. Awesome job. So what can we look forward to? You guys are heading out today, right? What time?
Yeah, later on, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Yeah.
4 o'clock? Okay. How do you feel about being out here?
Oh, it's so fun to be back in the water with, doing tandem surfing. I solo surf myself. I'd like to give a shout out to all our surfing buddies back on Kauai who put up with us for the last few weeks.
All right, so shout out to the friends out there, Kauai. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today.
Mahalo.
Have fun out there.
All right, thank you.
It's the Tandem
Mahalo.
Expression
Yes,
Session.
yeah.
So come on down, Duke's Ocean Fest. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more of High Now Daily. All right. Thank you.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. As the holiday season draws closer, the Salvation Army Hawaiian and Pacific Islands Division is calling out on the community to help make the season brighter for those in need. We're very excited to be joined by Major Troy Trimmer and Charmaine Hau'ani o Kueva. Welcome into the show, you guys.
Hey, thanks. It's great to be here.
Thank you very much for being here. They're bringing the holiday spirit into High Now. Major, I wanted to start with you, though, because as we approach the big-time holiday season and the kokua needed from the community, let's touch on the everyday programs and the work Salvation Army is continuing to do.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. The Salvation Army has the privilege of transforming lives daily throughout all of Hawaii, the Federated States of Micronesia, and Guam, as well as the Republic of Marshall Islands. In fact, we just celebrated our 40th anniversary of Marshall Islands this last March. 130 years here in Hawaii. Programs from Keiki to Kapuna, whether that's our 78th year of summer camp program on Oahu, on the North Shore there at Camp Homalani, or whether it's women in treatment with their children in Kaimuki, or it's men and women in treatment in Guam in our Lighthouse Recovery Center. So just daily transformation of lives in the community of our ohana.
And you mentioned as well, these programs truly are, as we're looking at some old school pictures of the work that Salvation Army has been doing for, again, many years. These are programs, as you mentioned, it's Keiki to all the way to Kupuna, correct?
Correct, like the old Christmas song from 0 to 99, that's pretty much it. We service anybody and everybody if they have a need that we can meet.
Absolutely, and we will get Major singing some Christmas songs before this interview is done. Don't you go anywhere. Charmaine, how long have you been involved with Salvation Army, and what drew you to the mission?
Thank you so much, Kainoa. So I've been with the Army for about 6 years now, and I started out at the Kroc Center in Eva Beach. Started out doing creative arts and education, and when COVID hit, I had the opportunity to step into a community relations role, which allowed me to find partners in the community who would come alongside the Salvation Army to meet the needs of the community. And at that time, we were serving over 10,000 meals per week. We were doing drive-through food distributions for 600 families every single week. It's probably when I worked the hardest in my life, when everybody else was at home, right? And so now I get the privilege of being in the divisional role in development, and I get to help find find donors a place where they can make transformational difference in the lives of other people. And so we do legacy planning, gift planning, and then we also try to find corporate sponsors who come alongside us to help the everyday crisis that some of the families we serve, have every single day. And so like Major said, 130 years of legacy, and we're helping put food on tables, we're helping build character in our youth. We're finding kupuna's social engagement so that they're not alone at home, right? And it really is truly a privilege to do the work that we do.
Absolutely. Now, as we head into the holiday season, this is a unique and a fun way for the community to get involved, right? Major, what's happening as we approach the Christmas season and those legacy kettlebells that we see?
Well, obviously, we always have our Thanksgiving feedings on every island. And so at Blaisdell again this year, we'll have our Thanksgiving feeding for up to 2,000 of our neighbors in Oahu, as well as about 2,000 more individuals on the neighbor islands. So we'll do that. And then we help fund all of the ministries of the Salvation Army year round by those fabulous people who stand outside of stores and ring bells, right? So you can volunteer in doing that. We'd love to have help with that. It's a great way to interact with the community. It's also a great way to engage helping the Salvation Army do its ministries throughout the year.
Absolutely. And Charmaine, as we look at some images of it right now, and there's a QR code with more information, no experience required, right? What type of volunteers are we looking for in this holiday year?
We really just want people who want to make a difference, right? Ringing the bell is so fun. You can bring your family, bring your coworkers, dress it up, ring the bell, sing
I'm from
songs.
Kaneohe, the ones in
all that thing, right? You can get it
awesome.
on. Now, what's nice is even if, there are some people don't want to be in the public doing that, we have virtual red kettles that you can also promote, right? So through your social media platforms, through email to your friends. And really the thing to know is that every single penny that goes into any one of those kettles stays right here in Hawaii. It stays in your local community, which is so important. And so folks don't realize that the money we raise through the Christmas season helps to carry all of our core programs throughout the next year. Important programs like our SAM Backpack, where we're feeding kids for the weekend while they're in school, right? They have lunch every day, but on the weekends they need breakfast, they need lunch. We provide that through those funds.
Absolutely. If people want to get more information about being a volunteer, support these programs, what's the best resource?
They should go to hawaii.salvationarmy.org. They can view opportunities there. Corporate organizations who want to have social responsibility can become a holiday sponsor. Individuals who want to ring a bell, whether in person or virtually, can sign up right there.
There you go. Charmaine, Major, thank you guys so much for being here. And as we head to break, Major, can we I heard you practice.
Dashing through the snow in one horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Major, thank you so much. We'll be right back. You're awesome. You're much better.
at Duke's Ocean Fest. I'm here with the chairman. We got Billy Pratt over here. There's a lot going on today. In fact, the speakers are just behind us, so if you hear any kind of announcements, it's because there's action. People are paddling out right as we speak. Billy, what's going on right now as they're heading out?
Yeah, today, what an exciting day. We're back down here again, 2025 Duke Kahanamoku Ocean Fest. We've got the final heat of the foil surfing competition. It's been unbelievable to watch these guys, a new generation of wave riding. I can only imagine that Duke is really excited about seeing the innovation and where the sport has gone. Of course, we have our longboard contests. We have our Legends competition coming up starting today and tomorrow. But we also have this new adaptation with foil surfing, so pretty awesome.
So cool. Now, I mean, Duke's Ocean Fest started, back in?
Started in 2002. The idea was really to commemorate the Duke Kahanamoku stamp right here at the statue. They set up a small makahiki of games, really the vision of Chris Colgate, Jim Fulton, and a handful of others. And what it's turned out to be now in 2025 is something so special. We're here with 8-9 days of events, sporting events, all to commemorate Duke, but also we were able this year to kick off on Friday the Duke Kahanamoku license plate. So another opportunity not only for us to perpetuate his great legacy, but also to raise some critical funds for swimming initiatives and for drowning prevention, which is critically needed here in Hawaii.
Absolutely. We are a state surrounded by water, so we absolutely have to make that effort to educate and also put some money where those programs are, right?
Absolutely, and we're excited about that opportunity. We worked with the state, we've received their support. The DMV has come together with the most beautiful plate, and we're touched by the generous gift of Kamea Hadar, who did the artwork for the plate. It turned out outstanding. Plates will be about $40. $25 of those 40 will go towards the foundation for these drowning prevention initiatives, and we're really excited. We should be able to get them out on the market probably around December, so stay tuned. Add that to your Christmas list for your families.
Absolutely. It's for a great cause, but also you just be riding around literally in style with some artwork right there on top of your plate.
As Kamea Hadar said, it's coming to a lifted Yoda near you in Hawaii, so we're excited about that opportunity, right?
Okay, now I just need the lifted Yoda.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, now a lot of things happening. There's, the Duke's legendary surf competition that's happening. It's today and tomorrow, but so many things are going on to really perpetuate the legacy of the one and only Duke. Talk about just how special that is to be carrying this on here in Waikiki.
It's extremely special for us. I mean, it's so difficult nowadays we're really intrigued and really trying hard to raise funds for scholarships and grants for Keiki of Hawaii to continue perpetuating, but to get them to the next level in education. But in addition to that, it's really important, as Duke and the Beach Boys have really laid the foundation for us for centuries now, to have that opportunity to really participate, sportsmanship, camaraderie, and be out here really doing good things and really sharing in the aloha and all the gift that the ocean brings us. At the end of the day, with the ocean in place, we don't own the ocean, we're just stewards here for a short period of time, so it's really cool honor to be able to share what the ocean has a gift for all of us.
Absolutely, so come on down. You mentioned this is a 9-day event, so honestly at the 9th day, we're gonna catch the meanest 10, yeah?
We get fried. We're going to get the best waves too. These guys are absolutely scoring right now. Really fortunate.
Awesome. So go ahead and check out their website to learn more about the Duke Kahanamoku Foundation and also the lineup of events that's happening here at Duke's Ocean Fest. But it's getting so loud because all the action is happening over here. Really, thank you so much. We're going to break. We'll be right back.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily, fighting for justice in and out of the courtroom. This pair of dedicated attorneys is making a difference for people and the communities in which they serve. Today we're getting new insight into the injury law firm known as Shaheen and Gordon. This is Anthony Carr, Clarice Kobashigawa. Welcoming you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for being here. Anthony, I want to start with you. Let's go over a little bit of the mission about this law firm and the values.
Yes, for sure. So Shaheen and Gordon was formed more than 40 years ago, going back to the 1980s. And one of the unique things is our roots go back to the East Coast. And so until very recently, our first 9 offices were all in the Boston area, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. And very recently, we were excited to open up our 10th office here in downtown Honolulu. And in terms of our mission, huge focus is, of course, doing a good job case by case, servicing our clients' legal needs. But just as important is to be involved in the community and give back to the local folks.
Absolutely, and you touched on it as well. Some of the offices began over there on the continent. Where's the connection back here to Hawaii?
It's an interesting story. It's a bit sad, but I first got to Hawaii in 2013, and that's where I got to meet Clarice Kobashigawa, and we worked for Gary Gallagher. And I had several years there that were very formidable years, where I was very grateful to have his mentorship. And tragically, in late 2016, he passed away. And so that changed everything. And at that point, I went back to the East Coast, and that's where I got linked up. I was very fortunate, very blessed to be able to join Shaheen and Gordon. And for the past 9 years, we've been saying, we're gonna open an office in Honolulu. And when we do it, we're gonna do it with Clarice Kobashigawa.
Now, Clarice, let's touch a little bit on the types of law that you guys practice and what some of the values are for now the Hawaii office.
Sure, of course. So I think, the first thing everyone is asking is what's different, right? And so for us, being able to pair with Tony and Shaheen and Gordon as a firm, we've got that local close feel, but with all of the resources of a national firm, right? And what was so important was the community, was making sure that we have heart for our community, making sure we have heart for what we do, for the cases that we take on, for the people that we serve, right? Because service is everything in this practice. And so again, we're primarily servicing personal injury personal injury cases, but also looking to expand as well. And so it's, but what really drives us is our work and is the heart that we put into it. And I think like any other cultural community, there are so many values that transcend, and really just having that sincere gratitude for life and for opportunity, and then to make sure that there's justice at the end of the day when those things are taken away, is what drives us all at the firm.
Absolutely, and we were talking a little bit before we began today just about the fact that oftentimes, especially when it comes to personal injury, families and those impacted are kind of just thrust into a very unprecedented situation. It's so much to navigate.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Without a doubt, you find yourself in that tragedy, a spot you didn't ask to be put in. And we can't always take every aspect of the burden from our clients. There are certain emotional aspects that they will have to deal with their loved ones, with their family. But we will take the burden of pursuing justice and accountability for the bad things that have already happened.
Now, both of you mentioned as well, not just in the opening of this office, the values that you're sharing here in Hawaii as well, but some of the community teamwork and the partnership. Expand more on that and kind of what you guys are doing here in Honolulu to help support everyone here in Hawaii.
Yeah, so we are deeply immersed within the Okinawan community. That's a nonprofit that is very, near and dear to my heart. And it also carries all of the values that are naturally aligned with the firm values. And so we're coming in for the first time as a sponsor for the Okinawan Festival, which is right around the corner.
Which is also fantastic.
Yes.
Amazing food, brilliant culture. Yeah, that's
right.
It's awesome. You mentioned as well, this law firm opened up back in May. It's fully running right now. Where is it located right now?
Yeah, right on Mililani Street. People know it as the HGEA building, right across of the Supreme Court, the Intermediate Court of Appeals, all walking distance of all of the most important places, our courthouses. But yeah, we're right in downtown on Mililani Street.
Now, in addition to obviously Anthony and Clarissa, expand more on kind of the team members and other people who are part of the firm as well.
Yeah, for sure. So we have the full support and backing of our East Coast operations, and that starts with our managing partner, Mike Noonan. So in a law firm, a managing partner is like a CEO, and we've got more than 125 employees, more than 60 lawyers, and here in Honolulu, we have Clarice Kabashigawa, myself, Mike Noonan came out here, took the bar a few years ago. He's licensed out here. We've got Debbie Sakata as our office manager, Alita as our paralegal. So the full support and backing of the East Coast folks and quite a few people here locally.
Now, Anthony, if people want to get more information about Shaheen and Gordon as well, again, you mentioned offices back on the East Coast and now this one here in Honolulu. What's the best way to do that?
For sure. So check us out online, ShaheenGordon.com. We're all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Also, swing on down. Come see us in person.
Absolutely. Anthony, Clarice, thank you guys so much. And again, for more information as well, you can head to HighNowDaily.com. We're going to head to break. We got much more coming up in just a bit. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. The inaugural Waikiki Film Awards is taking place this weekend. Now, it's going to be a free event to check out Saturday night from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hawaiian Aroma Cafe at the Outrigger Waikiki Beachcomber Hotel. This one-of-a-kind event is a celebration of Native Hawaiian and local filmmakers and their stories. Now, there's going to be 2 screenings of films. One is going to be Kukini by Paula Funga. It's a short film set on Maui in 1970. All done in Olelo, Hawaii. How cool is that? There's also going to be live musical performances from Paula Funga and Kaikena Scanlon. Also, the other film that's going to be shown is The Queen's Flowers by Sierra Lacey. It's an animated short adventure for kids. I'm told it's like Hawaiian-style Disney. It looks really cool as well. Right now, we want to take a live look out on the west side. This is the views and vibes from Oahu's west side. You're looking at Kamakana Ali'i right now, where in addition to all the fun taking place today, they got big stuff coming up this weekend. Check it out. Coming up on Saturday, you can explore hot rods and classic cars at Kamakana Ali'i. It's part of their cruise night event with Blazin' FX. It's going to be right near the parking lot by California Pizza Kitchen and the movie theaters. It's free. good fun for the whole ohana. Scan that QR code for more details. Now we're going to check in with Lauren Taruya. If you've ever dreamed of being on TV, she's here with info on a casting call. Take a look.
This one's for all the girls who love having the cutest fits and showing it off. You can enter for a chance to be a brand ambassador for Jeans Warehouse, where fashion happens for less. They're looking for female trendsetters who are at least 15 years old and ready to shine in their multi-platform fashion productions. Jeans Warehouse has locations across the state and has been locally owned and operated since 1978. All you need to do is post a public reel that showcases Jeans Warehouse clothes in your style with hashtag Jeans Warehouse Casting. You can enter solo or with a group of friends. The deadline to submit your reel is August 31st, so do it soon. Keep in mind the commercial shoots will take place on Oahu, so if you live on another island, travel costs are not included. Happy posting and good luck!
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? We're back over here at City Mill right now, hanging out with Iris, and today we're talking about all the gardening tips and essentials you need to get that garden going. Hi, Iris.
Hi, how are you?
Very excited to be here. Now, when it comes to gardening, oftentimes people get overwhelmed. They're like, where do I start? These are all good things to have, though, right?
We are really going to have a great August garden sale. Basic things that every gardener needs. You know, you're going to need some hand tools, you're going to need some watering, you're going to need some soil, you're going to need some pots, all the things you probably need to pick up before you do your fall gardening.
These are some of the things you need to at least get going and get started with that garden. Let's start over here, Iris. What do we have?
We have pots. We're going to have these are great resin pots. They actually look like ceramic, but they're actually resin here. So, and they have a hole, so you can use it
they're
for...
super light.
Yeah, they're super light. But a lot of people like to put plants in there and use this as a cover. You can do that. You take the little plug out and you can use it as a regular planter.
Gotcha. What else do we have?
We have soil, organic potting mix. Always great to have. You know, people think you need organic only for your fruits and vegetables, but really organic potting mix is really good because it helps the soil in general. Anytime you don't put chemicals in your soil, it'll help everything, right?
Now, there's so many different types of soil. How do you guys kind of navigate people when they come in and they want to get started?
Well, first you have to decide if you're going to use a pot or you're going to put it in the ground.
Gotcha.
They're all different things. Potting soil always has stuff in it to help the water flow through it. And so it's a lot lighter than like a garden soil or a topsoil or something. And then you can usually use it for about 3 to 6 months without actually putting fertilizer in there because it has stuff in it already.
Gotcha. And then what about this? This is the garden
kneeler. A lot
yeah.
of people don't want to kneel. Who wants to kneel on the ground? I don't want to kneel on the ground.
Yeah.
But this is great because it goes backwards and forwards. You can sit on the thing, have a table, do your potting, or you can turn it over and have it you kneeling on the ground, but you have cushions. You can use yourself, push yourself up. Yeah, who wants to roll around the ground?
It's all about the comfort, right? Gardening, you're going to be out in the sun for hours on end. That'd be good to have.
So we have a bunch of stuff for kids too. We have some long handle tools and we have these little sets. Kids love to garden. They like to get dirty. If they're going to get dirty anyway, you might as well teach them how to garden, right?
That is
so
true.
We have a lot of little kids things that we're going to sell. And then watering. We're going into the hotter season in Hawaii. So it's really important to have some things for watering. August, September, October are the 3 hottest months in Hawaii, so you want to make sure you have sufficient watering things for it. So we have some specials on some hoses and some hose ends and our drip watering kit. I just put drip in myself, took me 2 hours.
And how does this work?
How does it work? Yeah. Well, you decide what you want to do, how many pots. This kit is actually for pottery. So you plug it in, I have a timer onto the actual spigot, and you run it from pot to pot to pot. My watering set, I have 20 pots attached to it. My roses are blooming, my tomatoes are going, It's beautiful, and it saves a lot of water.
This is essential to have. What else?
We also are talking about our rain barrels. With the Hawaii Water Bureau is giving us a $40 rebate on any 50-gallon rain barrel. So you would buy a rain barrel, you put in, they would send you extra $40. Rain barrels are great. They save a lot of money on just the water coming off of your building.
And they're so easy.
They're so easy.
You just park it out where the rain is coming down, where water seems to collect.
I mean, you know, a lot of times people have gutters and the water is just gushing and gushing. All of a sudden you have big holes everywhere. This is really good. You capture the water and you can use it to water your plants. We also have a diversion kit, and this helps you move the water from your gutters to your rain barrel. So you don't have to worry about that. This comes with a spigot. Also comes with a mesh thing to keep bugs out, and you're good to go.
Iris, what's taking place coming up with the fall gardening event?
Okay,
right? Not just at the Mililani, but also kind of.
Yeah, we have 2 events going on. It's called our vendor fair, and we have 7 vendors coming to answer all your gardening questions. Our Mililani one is on August 30th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and at our Kaimaki store on August 31st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football season begins this Saturday against Stanford. And don't forget, it's a whiteout day, so make sure you wear that white Go Bows t-shirt. Now, the first 1,000 fans in the student section through the gates are going to receive white tea leaf towels. How cool is that? Comedian Tumua Tuine will be the team's official honorary team captain. Former Rainbow Warrior football player will also get the chance to deliver the game ball and stand with the team captains at midfield for the coin toss. So cool. Kickoff is 1:30 p.m. at the TC Ching Complex. The game will be televised on KGMB, so show your support, wear your white t-shirt, and go Bows. Back over here, a Valley Isle chef is in the national spotlight this week after appearing on the Food Network's Chopped.
Let's go. I am insanely nervous. I'm shaking like a leaf.
All right, big time shout out to Chef Daniel Lipson, one of 4 contestants who was competing for $10,000. Now, he's a personal chef on Maui, and the episode called In Cod We Trust. Very clever. It aired the other day on the Food Network. Lipin had to incorporate cottage cheese and a Chinese snack food into his entree plate. So again, go ahead and continue to support him. So many local chefs making national waves. Speaking of, a Hawaii-born man was one of 2 people who survived a plane crash nearly 6 years ago. Our Jim Mendoza has more on how he's channeling the bright side of life to encourage him in its darkest moments.
Thomas Craig was born on Oahu and raised in Mililani. His career move to the mainland got him into aviation. Then his world came crashing down.
In 2019, after chasing my dream of becoming a commercial pilot, about 3 months into a flight instructor job, I was in a pretty catastrophic plane crash.
It happened when the small plane he was a passenger on went down near a Las Vegas airport. 2 people died, Thomas was one of 2 survivors, but his body was badly burned.
I couldn't move. I couldn't walk, talk, breathe. I needed assistance for everything.
Recovery has been amazing. He's had more than 50 operations and medical procedures to get back on his feet and regain some of what he lost.
I'm somebody who survived something pretty out of the ordinary and just took it one day at a time, just like any other person would, but with amazing support.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about this documentary?
Today, Thomas hosts the Sick Burn podcast, a space where people who experienced traumatic events, personal loss, or overwhelming challenges can express themselves and encourage others.
And I've thought, man, this is amazing. This person is so inspirational. I need to reach out to them. I need to see if they're willing to share their story.
The podcasts began in February, and they're attracting a growing audience that's looking for positive stories. Thomas says his shows explore the bright side of life's darkest moments.
I think all of these different stories hit people in different ways, and they show people that you can overcome regardless of your situation.
His early guests were primarily people he knew, but as the Sick Burn podcast expands, he's casting a wider net.
I don't want to give too much away, but there are some amazing individuals, again, from all walks of life that we are currently working on and getting them booked and currently in the studio to get some episodes done. So I'm super excited to get those episodes recorded.
The name of his show is a play on words and reflects his sense of humor. He's a burn survivor who believes his show is pretty sick, meaning awesome. But you be the judge.
If you kind of just want to check it out on social media, you can do @SickBurnPod or @ThomasCraig VIII, which is my personal, or Thomas Craig VIII.
Thomas and his wife live in San Diego, where he continues to make strides in his recovery and provide a platform for others who have inspiring stories to tell. I'm Jim Mendoza for Hawaii News Now.
Holy cow. Oh my cutie, Thomas. That is incredible. Great reporting there by Jim Mendoza. Hey, back here, we're gearing up for, again, what's going to be a really fun weekend. Duke's OceanFest is already underway right now. They got a bunch of events happening throughout Waikiki in and near the water. You got tandem surfing, keiki surfers, dog surfers, and much more. The events end on Duke's birthday, of course, August 24th, with a sunrise lei draping at his statue in Waikiki. Again, you can visit DukeKahanamokuOceanFest.com for all the details. Also, earlier we had a chance to talk story with Salvation Army, and again, continue to support them to help those make this season brighter for those in need. Volunteer bell ringers are going to be needed to be part of the staff. Again, the iconic red kettles, they're going to be available across Hawaii in November and December. Everyone is invited to lend a hand. No experience needed. Sign up or you can register online. Scan that QR code for more information. Also, earlier in the show, we had a chance to talk story with Rob Ciavi'i Jr., who is becoming a champion of change. We're getting a chance to highlight careers in fields like education, food service, adult corrections, human resources, mental health services, nursing and healthcare services as well. Visit the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation website for more info. Again, amazing opportunities to be local and stay here at home and make a career for yourself. Again, Hawaii takes on Stanford this Saturday. Also, earlier in the show, we were talking about the Waikiki Film Awards. I said the film set in 1970. It's in 1790. So big time shout out to Paula Funga. Again, support local filmmakers here at home. All of that's going down at Hawaiian Aroma Cafe this weekend. Mahalo for watching High Now. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. And for more, head to HighNowDaily.com.